I checked online reservations. One night, $84 with a AAA discount and a continental breakfast. How long could I stay? One night, 2 nights, until they noticed I was gone? Until the money ran out of our checking account? Until I could walk back through the front door? My husband has been gone for 3 days. The children have declared all-out warfare on each other, and I've turned into the crazy woman in the attic that Charlotte Bronte couldn't even dream of writing. I've lost all ability to mother. I'm nothing more than a cook, a launderer, and a maid. The clothes I wash get thrown under the bed. The food I cook gets sneered at and pushed away. The floors I mop, the toilets I clean, the sink I scrub, the tables I dust, the rugs I vacuum are all ceremoniously stomped, spit, or peed into or upon, and without thanks or recognition. My husband just received a promotion, and I realized no one will promote me to anything again. No employee of the month, no bonuses, no conference lectures, nothing. Yes, I'm whining. But I'm also trying to breathe because I feel like I have kudzu growing over every internal organ I have, and it's choking me to death. This has been brewing for months. If I just keep myself busy, this will all go away, I thought to myself. If I lose myself in the things I want to learn about or create, I will feel better. The vases I've painted, the scarf that's being knit, the journal pages I've written, the miles I've walked are all things I'm doing to keep myself from shattering. I haven't felt like this since the birth of my second son and the postpartum depression that gripped me for months. After a particularly rough night when he was 2 months old and had screamed for 2 hours, I shoved him in my husband's arm as soon as he walked through the door and left. The only place I knew that was open was Barnes & Noble. I thought I could seek shelter from books. When I got there, Barnes & Noble was particularly busy. And why, I wondered, was everyone dressed up? It was July, not October, and it looked like a Halloween party. In my delirium, I had failed to notice that it was the release night of Harry Potter 5. Can you believe J.K. Rowling would have such bad timing? I would have to find another place for my breakdown. This current episode was prompted by a pink lacrosse stick, one that my daughter wanted but my son had and decided to strike her with. My intervention turned ugly as I grabbed the lacrosse stick and whacked it against the table just for drama and hopefully to get their attention. If that didn't do it, it was my screaming, "Enough, I'm done!" I then went to the computer and logged onto the Marriott website because if I didn't, I was afraid something or someone would get harmed. I called my husband to warn him. When you get home, I'm going to a hotel for the night. I have my bags packed. I just don't want you to be surprised. The clock never ticked so slowly. In an effort to bide my time until he returned and to make some sort of peace with my children, we went to the neighborhood pool, where I sat with my dark cloud over my head, and my children frolicked as if nothing had happened. In the middle of this massive personal collapse, I'm also dealing with a side battle with my daughter over her responsibilities at home. I've been harsh with her recently, for which I feel horrible. In an attempt to step back from my selfish reaction to abandon the family ship, I decided maybe this night at the hotel would be a good opportunity to have some mommy-daughter time. We could talk and try to reach some sort of understanding, in addition to getting pedicures, going shopping, and eating dessert after dinner. So instead of capping out at the Spring Hill Suites alone, my daughter came with me. We went to the craft store where we bought paint by number sets, got pedicures. She has blue toes with white polka dots. Shopping for a back-to-school outfit, dinner at her favorite restaurant, book buying at Barnes & Noble, and finally a double chocolate brownie at Starbucks. After we returned to the hotel, I read my book while she watched Hannah Montana and didn't have to abide by a bedtime. Was this what I had in mind when I made my SOS reservation? No. Did it soften the impending doom that clouded my brain? Absolutely. Did I love spending time with my daughter? More than you know. Do I still wish I had a day in a hotel by myself? Yes, so I could read in their entirety all 3 books I had taken with me without the blare of the Disney Channel in the background. So I could have some private time to think through my troubles, and so I could sleep without being tapped on the shoulder at 7 a.m. and asked, can we go down to breakfast now? I'm home this morning. The kudzu is still growing, but without the fertilizer of 3 days of mania. I have a doctor's appointment where I will talk about my issues and hope to find some answers and maybe some meds. And if you want to throw things at me for my faults, I've already beaten myself up fairly effectively. And I did it with a pink lacrosse stick.